Hey there, everybody. Welcome. Didn't even realize I was live for a second. Welcome. Thank you for being here. We are going to get started in just a few minutes. This is going to be a pick a card reading. I will have multiple timestamps down below, but I will have a timestamp down below for the beginning of the reading. So if you're coming to this video not live, go down below. All the timestamps will be below this video. But this is going to be a pick a card for 2020. It's just 2020 predictions, so that's what we're going to be doing. We are going to have choices 1 through 4, so if you want to get started and start thinking about your choice, make that choice now. We are going to be using the Radiant Rider Weight for that as well. I've already pulled 4 different stacks, but that's what we'll be doing. Lynette, hello. Pisces Living Her Best Life, hello. Nadia, hello. Ruth, hello. Mary, hello. Lincia, hello. And Jesse, hello. JC, hello. Brandy, welcome. Thank you for being here. And Mary, hello. Thank you for being here. We are going to answer some questions real quick, and then we will get started. JC, thank you for the super chat. Guess who? Am I doing enough about my case? Does Spirit have any insight? And thanks for Chris's not crappy everything and for showering. I did take a shower today, so there you go. You have the 3 of Pentacles, 2 Wands. This is like more taking the lead stuff for you. 3 of Pentacles is like would be focusing on teamwork or working with someone, basically. So, the 3 of Pentacles would be kind of like focusing on needing to focus on like working on a team. Could be with your lawyer. It could also just say that there are groups of people, or maybe there are groups of maybe there just are groups that help people in situations similar to yours, and this would be like taking the lead to find one of those groups. But still, Ace of Pentacles is an outcome. Still, things working out in your favor, things improving with this Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like things are going to go very well for you here, JC. Ace of Pentacles, ups and downs. I always say with the Ace of Pentacles, to me it is a hero's journey. So there are ups and downs with this card, but definitely a card of like success ultimately. Stacy Randall, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, is my Leo friend being totally honest with me? Ace of Swords, honesty. 2 of Swords. I would say yes, no. To me, I do not like this combination, Stacy, for honesty. To me, this is not a combination of lying, but to me, it is a combination of like people pleasing. So to me, it could, and by the way, Leo, again, I'm not picking on any Leos, but I know a bunch of Leos, and one thing that I do know is that I'm not going to say all of them, but a few of them definitely kind of play into that people-pleasing type of thing, where maybe they're not lying, but maybe they like withhold information because it's like they don't want to hurt your feelings or something like that. So that's what I would say here with these cards, is that like I feel like there could be withholding of information. So is that lying? I mean, kind of it is, right? But unless you don't ask. But so I would say not really lying, but definitely not being completely upfront or not saying things they need to say is what I'd say to you. But that's that. All right, welcome everybody. I only answer super chats in the beginning, everybody, for all the people asking questions. But once we get through this pick a card, I will be answering a lot of free questions, plenty of free questions after. Saturday night is usually pretty slow, so I'll have plenty of time to answer all your questions if you want to stick around till the end. But this is going to be a short reading, so it's not going to be very long at all. This pick a card, so for everybody asking questions, just stick around till after the reading, and I will definitely answer your questions for sure. JC, thank you. Really appreciate it for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh snap, it's Suze. Hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Victoria, hello. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And Jesse, hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Diane, welcome. First time. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And welcome. And Paula, thank you as well. Really appreciate it. Welcome. Jesse said red shirt. For a second there, Jesse, I was like, am I wearing a red shirt? I totally forgot what shirt I had on today. So, yeah, that's that. All right. So that's that. Candy, hello, by the way. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. For everybody that's in here, we're going to get started in just about, I'd say 5 or 6 minutes. So that's what we will be doing tonight. JC, thank you for the super chat. You say, Baby Socks needs vet help. Will he be okay? I would say yes. Yeah, I would say yes. 2 pages, good news. So, yes, is what I would say to you. Nadia, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Does my Libra you say here, does my Libra love me? Why is it he is holding back contact with me? Judgment, rebirth. So 10 of Wands, releasing burdens. He could be very busy with that 10 of Wands. He could just have a lot of things going on in his life in general with the 10 of Wands. Judgment would say there will be contact for you, Nadia. Yeah, but this is Hangman waiting, still waiting. 9 of Pentacles, you being single. So, yeah, I don't know, Nadia. I would say, like, don't waste time. If people aren't contacting you or communicating and everything like that, I would, like, move on. I don't know, I keep talking about this, right? We had Uranus opposite Venus. Then we have more weird stuff going on with Venus soon. And Uranus opposite Venus was at the beginning of the year, but I feel like that energy carried through. To me, that energy is, like, trying to teach us not to just grip on to the first relationship that we find, you know, if we have been single for a while. I keep encouraging everyone to, like, you know, keep an abundance mentality in love and not just focus on one person. You know, if you are not in a relationship, obviously if you're in a relationship, focus on that one person. But, you know, if you're not, I would say keep an abundance mindset with these cards. But yeah, I don't know. I almost feel like you are going to move on. Queen of Pentacles says you have a choice, but it's like saying you could wait forever. Hangman, waiting for a very long time at this point, or you could choose to, like, move on to something else. Yeah, I think there's plenty of love available to you, Nadia. So I would, like, get out there with this card is what I'd say there. But thank you, Nadia. Sandy Rose, happy birthday, Sandy. Thank you for being here on your birthday. You don't look a day over 30, Sandy, so I can't believe that. But you have the 2 of Cups and the 6 of Cups here, Sandy, so happiness coming your way. I love it. 6 of Cups, obstacles being removed. So I feel like things are, like, you know, moving forward here, or will be soon with the 6 of Cups. Love it. Looks amazing. Kiara, hello. Thank you for being here. Have a good night, by the way. And thank you for the super chat. You say cards for Christmas. Like, wanting more is what I'd say here. Yeah, you have the World. I mean, this doesn't look terrible. I would say this isn't bad, but maybe it's just, like, not what you expect or not what you want for Christmas, basically. And again, that's not a bad thing, but 6 of Pentacles is, like, still having a good time or still having a good day and everything, but maybe just not, you know, everything that you want. Queen of Swords is a card of, like, feeling more maybe withdrawn on Christmas, but you have the World. So definitely, like, the birth of something new here with the World card, or kind of, like, stepping into something new, basically, is what I'd say to you. 4 Pentacles, yeah, stability. It's like maybe you want more stability. Maybe that's what the challenge is here, or maybe you're hoping that your situation is more stable, but still, is that bad? No. Yeah, still, sun, celebration, happiness, good things. Elizabeth, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will I hear from him at all? We broke up in March. You have the Star, the Fool. I would say no because of the Fool card. The Star would say yes, but with the Fool card, the Fool card to me is about needing to get out, needing to, like, date, needing to meet new people. Yeah, I would just say no. 4 Cups here. Yeah, I would say no with these cards for sure. The Star, it can also just say after a breakup, like, it's time for you to take some time for yourself. It's time for rest and relaxation. It's time for you to do something nice for yourself. It's time to have faith and believe in miracles and things like that. The Fool definitely says it's, like, time to get out there, time to meet new people. So I would say no if I'm being honest with you here with these cards. I'm not a big fan of breakups this year. Everybody will tell you how mean I am, although I can't control the cards, so, you know, whatever, but there you go. JC, thank you again for the super chat. You say, for Sandy Rose. Sandy Rose, again, happy birthday. You have the 6 of Swords. Look, another 6, Sandy. Love it. And the Temperance card. Yeah, moving on to calmer shores. Things speeding up, building up momentum towards improvements, but just need to be patient. Things are improving, but just not, like, immediately. Rose, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Long distance is getting hard. Will N and I make it? I would say yes. Here's the thing with long distance right now is that, especially with all the energy in Capricorn, plus in Capricorn, Venus will be conjuncting Saturn. I'm going to be talking about this in Chris's Crappy Astrology, but with this conjunction, definitely could make, like, long-distance relationships more difficult, probably because there's other stuff going on that I think will make most of us have a much, like, stronger desire for intimacy or connection. So if it's not, obviously, being long-distance makes that very difficult, but we could also read too much into things that really don't mean anything with this energy. So we just have to realize, like, we just have to put the energy in. Knight of Wands is a card of, like, desire, exactly what it's just saying. Yeah, I feel like you both need to get on the same page here, but I would say yes, these are not bad cards. Yeah, 3 Wands. It's like someone is waiting for the perfect moment. This is my other problem with long-distance relationships right now, especially with the energy we have here. The fact that people are probably, like, one person or the other person in the long-distance relationship could be waiting for the perfect moment to, you know, move towards the other person or to visit the other person or meet the other person or whatever. With Neptune and Pisces and some other stuff that's going on as well, we could get too caught up in the fantasy of the relationship and not actually kind of ground it in reality. So I feel like if you're in something long distance, like steps need to be made to move it forward, or else is what I'd say there. But so I feel like, again, not bad, not good, just says like action needs to be taken. Megan, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Some cards for the week coming up. You have the King of Cups. Could be love. You've been having a King of Cups, or I think you've been having a cup card come up. So could be love from a water sign. Could be a Pisces with the High Priestess, but I feel like you need to, look at this. Lovers. Could be love coming in. 4 Wands, marriage. Are you getting married, Megan? I feel like you could be meeting someone or finding someone that you are getting married to here with these cards. This could also just be like your emotions guiding you, but in a good way. This is like the return of your emotions, High Priestess, trusting your intuition, the Lovers picking a path because you have like a choice to make in certain areas of your life. 4 of Wands, committing to something and not looking back. But whatever you commit to with the 4 Wands leads to more freedom, basically, usually sets you free. So that's what I'd say to you, but that looks really, really good there. Megan, I love it. Cher, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say any advice for Cher. This is what I'll tell you. If you are starting a business this year, it's not going to work out how you think it is. I feel like I've said this to you before, but because there's just too much weird energy. So what I would say here is that the Chariot says you need to take control of the business and you need to charge forward. This is about like picking a plan or picking a path to take the business, picking some sort of journey and needing to keep pushing forward. Knight of Cups says you need to trust your dreams or your intuition here in this situation to get it moving forward. Yeah, you have the Queen of Wands as well. Queen of Wands is a card of becoming something. It says like if you want this to become more successful, you have to become the business. I would definitely say don't give up because there's like much better energy once we get through, like even now, like the energy is improving for business. The energy is getting better, but we just have to kind of embrace this wholehearted energy. This comes up for everybody that asks me about business. It's crazy. So I feel like you just need to kind of like put everything you got into it, and I feel like that will kind of lead to more success with this Queen of Wands. So that's what I would do if I were you here. Could have to do with marketing as well. Yeah, 10 of Cups, needing to like broadcast things out to the world, needing to get more eyes, more attention on the business. This is almost like the World card when it comes up for business. I feel like you're in a learning period as well, Cher, with the 8 of Pentacles. It's like you are learning to master the craft. So I'd say don't give up, especially with all this weird Saturn energy, especially with this moon that we're going to have coming up on the 12th, is it? I think it's on the 12th. So we have like a weird moon on the 12th, but really that moon to me just basically says that to keep pushing, keep going forward is what I'd say there. So don't give up at this time. But all right, everybody, let's get this show on the road. I don't even remember what we're doing tonight, so let me look. But we are doing a 2020 yearly predictions tonight. By the way, tomorrow I will be doing Chris's Crappy Astrology. I'm probably going to do 2 Chris's Crappy Astrologies this week, actually, because, again, I think I'm going to do a separate Chris's Crappy Astrology for this moon because it's so crazy. So that's probably what we're going to be doing. Maybe. I hope I have enough time. I should be okay. So I feel like I finally figured my schedule out and everything, but we are going to do a Chris's Crappy Astrology tomorrow. I probably won't talk very much about the moon tomorrow, but I'm going to do a whole entire thing about the moon, like on like probably the day before, a couple days before, something like that. So bonus to Chris's Crappy Astrology. But so what we are going to do right now is pick a card for 2020. These are yearly predictions for 2020. And so I have basically done 4 stacks from the Radiant Rider Waite, this one right here, if you're wondering, right here. And so there are 4 stacks of cards. I drew them before. I did not look at the cards. I draw them and place them face down. So I don't even know what's in here either. And we are also going to be clarifying each card in the stack. The spread I'm using tonight is going to be for 2020, like I said, predictions. The first card is going to be the topic for the reading, depending on what stack you picked. And the next card is the challenge, then the outcome, and then we're going to have an advice card as well at the end. So everybody, 1 through 4, and we are going to get started right now with stack number 1. So let's see what we have for stack number 1 here with the cards. If you picked stack number 1, you have the Ace of Swords here and the Magician. Yeah, I feel like this is about needing to, for a lot of you, this is about needing to take the lead. You have a lot of leadership cards here. This is also about needing to like gain clarity about things that you are dealing with in your life. And I also feel this could be talking about a new beginning, especially with an ace here. You also have the tower as your challenge card. I like the tower card personally, but definitely in the challenge position, it could represent a lot of challenges. Your kind of like solution card here, if you picked stack number 1, is the Empress. So I feel like things are going to be fine for you here, but I do feel that there could be some challenges that you're dealing with or have been dealing with probably for quite some time with these cards. For a lot of you, I feel like this is saying that, even before we even get to your solution here, for you, card number 1 people, I feel like this is saying that your solution is communication. I feel like this is saying, like, the tool that the magician needs to pick is Ace of Swords. So I feel like you need to be very open, direct, straightforward, and honest in life in general in 2020 with these 2 cards, and I feel like that will kind of lead to the most success as well. I also feel like for some of you this is talking about clarity, but I feel like it's talking about clarity in cycles. Like you could be noticing things that are just repeating in your life. And I feel like because you recognize the cycles that are happening in your life, it's like allowing you to take advantage of cycles. And this could be for good, could be for bad, it could be for anything, right? But I feel like, this is saying you should be paying attention. I do feel like some of you need a new beginning. So let's move on to this Tower card. This Tower is coming up as your challenge and the Queen of Swords here. So again, I feel like for some of you, this could be saying definitely, like I said, next year's a big year. We have this like Pluto-Saturn conjunction in 2020 as well, which is kind of like the truth coming out. But I also believe that this conjunction could be, because it's in Capricorn, it's like if we are supposed to be doing something, if we are supposed to be working on a project, or if we're supposed to leave one job and go to another job or something like that, if we don't do it, the universe will kind of create a tower moment in our lives that forces us towards something else. So I feel like that could be the case for some of you with these 2 cards. For others, this could definitely be like some sort of legal issue, by the way. Ace of Swords, could be something legal. Queen of Swords could be something legal as well, and it could be some sort of like tower moment in your life. So it could be challenging, of course, here. But again, your outcome is the Empress, so I feel like things will be fine for you as well. This to me could also represent just being in a great period of darkness. I always say, to me, the Queen of Swords is a card of operating through darkness. To me, she's not a card that represents darkness, but she kind of represents learning as you go, right? And kind of like figuring things out as you go. So if you had a tower moment in your life, I feel like some of you could be kind of like learning how to fix the tower moment as you go. You could be learning how to rebuild after a tower moment as well in 2020 with this card. And, it seems scary, but again, and I always have people that are crapping their pants on my comments. Like, even just today, somebody commented on one of the readings and saying something about how bad the reading was because a tower was in it. And I'm like, first off, don't interpret my readings, okay? If you go to one of the other cookie cutter readers if you want to do that. But number 2, it's like I've had the tower in so many personal readings, nothing bad has ever happened. So like I always say, the cards can't control your life and all that other stuff. For others, this could just be wanting to move, like wanting to change your situation, and that's kind of what I feel for some of you. It's like those first 2 cards. Like I feel like if you pick card number 1, it's like number 1. How funny is that? 1 right here, and it's like I feel like this is saying you want a new beginning. The Tower can represent feeling stuck, feeling trapped in your situation, and like wanting to be set free, wanting some sort of new beginning. And it's almost like a card that says you will kind of like some of you. The Tower is like one of those weird things where maybe you want to get out of your situation so bad that you almost create a tower moment so you can escape. So that's what I'd say here. I feel like also there's a lot of honesty showing up in these cards. So I feel like in 2020, for you, card number 1, I feel like just being very open and honest and very straightforward with your communication is kind of going to be your solution for this year. Next, your outcome for 2020 here is the Empress and the Knight of Pentacles. I like this. This is like good news about money, improvements in your abundance as well. So I feel like there could be a lot of improvements as far as your abundance is concerned. The Knight of Pentacles, I almost feel like saying the lesson that you are being taught is to have faith. Like I feel like some of you are being taught the lesson of faith, but I feel like it's kind of like going into 2020. So I feel like some of you, it's like you're already in this tower situation that is requiring you to have faith or to believe. And I feel like it's kind of like going into 2020. But I feel like that's almost like the lesson here. But this is very positive. I feel like some of you could be kind of like working very hard towards things as well. It's like you're working towards creating the Empress. Maybe you don't have this type of energy yet, the Empress energy, the energy of abundance, the energy of spring, the energy of like a harvest and birth as well. But I feel like you are going to be working very, very hard towards that energy in 2020. And I feel like that's a good thing as well. So major improvements coming in for you. I always say the Empress to me is like going from winter to spring. So to me, it's like a major improvements card. To me, it represents like a lot of improvements coming in for you as well. And finally here, your advice for this year is Two Wands, King of Swords. What did I say? Being very direct, open, and honest, taking the lead is what is going to solve all your problems here. To me, this would represent needing to slay monsters in your life, needing to like slay dragons, right? Dragons are just like things that we are afraid of. Here, this is what I'm going to show you here, people, is on this card. It's going to be really hard to see, but he's got a snake wrapped around his stomach right here on this card. And snakes represent dragons. Dragons just represent our fears. The King of Swords, really funny. One of the playing cards that I read for, the King of Spades, which is like the King of Swords, he is the only king and the only person in the entire deck that has chopped the head off a snake. Like he's literally holding a dead snake with its head chopped off. So I feel like for some of you, this is saying anything that you're dealing with, being very direct, open, and honest, obviously, with all these cards, and also facing your problems like head on, taking the lead, and getting them taken care of is going to solve all your problems. So, and that's like a very scary thing to do, especially if you're dealing with like a tower moment. Maybe you're dealing with like a very, scary situation. Could be like a legal situation as well. But I feel like the more like you step into this energy, like a leadership type energy, the more bold and assertive you are, like the more success you will find in whatever it is that you're dealing with. So I feel like this is about kind of like doing things in the face of fear here, card number one, and taking the lead. For others, I feel like you are just like taking the lead in some area of your life. Could be like business or work or pretty much anything. But yeah, I love that. So card number one, that looks awesome. So thank you, card number one. All right, card number two. Let's see what we have for you for this for 2020. Card number two. You start off with the Nine of Wands here and the Wheel of Fortune. So love it. That's awesome. I feel like this is saying that for a lot of you, this looks like a Libra reading to me. So if you pick card number two and you are a Libra, or if you are an Aquarius or a Pisces and somebody else, then this is definitely for you. But I feel like this is saying that to get this right here, the Wheel of Fortune, luck, but also your personal vision, where you see your life going, and all those other things, I feel like this is saying you need to try as many different things as you possibly can. Like this guy here, I feel like he's like tried to spin the wheel, and he's like tried to get fate to turn in his favor. So I feel like if you pick card number two, maybe you've been trying or working at something for a very long period of time and you haven't been seeing results. And I feel like this is saying you just got to keep trying. You just have to keep going. You can't give up. This could be in any area of your life, but people always come to me in love, for example, people always say, I've been trying for the last 2 months and I haven't found anybody, so I give up. I'm like, if you are looking for someone that you are going to be living with and marrying for the rest of your life, I think you can give it a little bit longer than 2 months. So this says don't give up on whatever it is that you are working towards. For others, I feel like this is just a lot of attention coming in for you. Nine of Wands to me is the card of recognition and achievement because you haven't given up on something. The Wheel of Fortune can represent luck and fortunes coming in for you. So I feel like there is some sort of major turnaround coming in for you here, card number two, people, or some sort of major turning point. But it's probably something you've been looking for or waiting for. So if you've been hoping for things to turn around in love, money, business, whatever, this is that happening in 2020. So definitely I love that. Your challenge is the Five of Wands here and the Seven of Cups. Focus. This is other people getting all up in your head, telling you what to do, giving you advice that you didn't ask for. You know what I mean? This is your great aunt Judith, who's sitting on her ass in the same rocking chair she's been sitting in for the last 20 years, telling you that your business will never work. Well, you can tell great aunt Judith to shove it, right? That's what you can do here with these cards. So I wouldn't listen to anybody, especially if you're doing this is this energy here is you trying to do something start a business, or maybe you're you're trying to do something that nobody in your family has ever done before, or maybe nobody in your life has ever done before either. And this is like other people saying, oh, this is never going to work, or that's not going to work because of X, Y, and Z. It's just because it's not part of their personal vision. It's not part of their life, Wheel of Fortune. So I would say don't even listen to anybody else here, card number 2. Just listen to yourself. I feel like this could also be focusing too much on the competition. I would just focus on yourself here with the Five of Wands. I always talk about this, like in my other business, I work with businesses to become more successful. And, I always see people, I always work in similar niches in business. And I always see people who like literally become successful overnight. And then I always see people who just, for whatever reason, no matter how much they try to become successful, it's like they never get anywhere. And they always blame competition. And I'm like, but I'm always like, then why is it that like one person can start in an industry with a ton of competition, they become very successful, and the other person, they kind of like don't become successful even though they do the same things maybe. And I think it's because they focus too much on the competition. It's like I've noticed the ones that become very successful just focus on what they're doing. They just focus on the business. They don't look at anything else, right? So I feel like for a lot of you, this is about needing to focus. This could be in business or work as well. Next, for your outcome, you have the Ten of Swords here and the Page of Wands. This could be definitely, I feel like this could be for a lot of you leaving people behind again. So I feel like for some of you who pick card number 2, you could be leaving like people behind in general. You could be leaving businesses behind, or you could be leaving behind I feel like you could be leaving friends behind is the word I was looking for, or family members. Again, if there are people who are causing conflict in your life, I feel like a lot of you could be leaving those people behind and cutting them out. It could be very painful with the Ten of Swords, but I feel like some of you know that it's right. So that's what I'd say here. For others, I do feel like there could be some sort of painful ending. Again, kind of very similar to card number 1 here. So there could be like some sort of painful ending that you're going through, but I feel like it's going to be leading to like a very positive new beginning with the Page of Wands. Again, this is why I always think, like I said at the beginning of this reading, people always leave these negative comments on my videos, which I don't care, but I'm just, kind of like making a point here. They leave, negative comments about like the Ten of Swords or the Tower, and they feel like it's the end of the world. But it's like, we just keep on living, right? We just keep going on. No matter what we're going through, things will always get better. Like we have to believe that, or else they won't, right? So I feel like for the most part, this is saying, no matter what you go through, if there's a painful ending this year, things will improve, of course, with this Page of Wands. I feel like, and not only that, sometimes like painful endings can lead to amazing new beginnings. It can give us like an idea to start something or fix something in our lives, or, even in the world, and that could lead to a lot of success. We do have like, to me, this is not a bad year coming up, 2020, but we do have a lot of eclipses, so there could be like a lot of breakups or separations, or there could be a lot of like surprise loss and things like that as well. But again, that's what I get there. Finally, your advice for this year is the Two of Swords here and the Seven of Swords. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is about needing to ask for help, number 1. Seven of Swords can represent, lying, cheating, stealing, but again, it's coming up as an advice card. So it's saying avoid the usual traps. So it says, don't step into traps that you should avoid. Don't drink and drive, for example. Everybody knows that you shouldn't do it, right? This card says just don't do it. It says, same thing in business or love. It says there are things that people fall into that are very basic. It says don't fall into those traps. Not only that, he's carrying all those swords on his own. The Seven of Swords does kind of say you don't have to carry all these burdens on your own. You just need to find the right people for you. And I feel like that's what this is saying, especially with that Five of Wands. It's saying, yeah, maybe the people around you suck, but maybe that you could build up a community of people around you that are much more supportive. That, if there was ever a time, the internet has made this possible, right? Where even if you are surrounded by miserable, angry, sad, depressed people, there are plenty of people online that you could find that could, support you, help you, get you away from this energy. Two of Swords, I feel like is saying any decision is better than no decision this year. So if you're trying to make choices, or if you're trying to make decisions in any area of your life, I feel like this is saying just make a choice. Two of Swords, again, funny enough to me, is a card of not being able to please people. It's saying sometimes this card to me represents needing to make a decision that is the unpopular decision, needing to make a decision that kind of like maybe upsets people in your life. I feel like this is saying sometimes you just have to do it, and it'll probably make you stronger because you did. So there you go, card number 2, people. But thank you again, card number 2, people. Really appreciate it. All right, card number 3. What do we have for you, card number 3, people here? Card number 3, you have the Nine of Pentacles here and the Queen of Wands. Very attractive at this time, card number 3. This could represent some of you being very single. Yeah, you could be very single this year. So I feel like some of you could be very single this year if you pick card number 3. But really, you have a choice, basically. You know, to me, we don't have to be single. But this could also be you focusing on, like, luxuries or creating a more luxurious life. You could be focusing on kind of creating the nicer things in life with this Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands tells me that you are putting your whole energy into something. Queen of Wands to me is the card of wholehearted energy. It's a card of you like diving in head first into a project, a business, a relationship, pretty much anything. And this says if you do that, you will get this right here, Nine of Pentacles, you know, luxuries, nice things as well. For others, I feel like you're just being extremely diligent and paying attention to the details. Every card you have here is a card of diligence. Page of Swords, card of curiosity, card of looking deeper into things. It is my card of the detective. Six of Pentacles, you know, just only giving small bits of energy, small bits of, you know, he's only giving like a few pentacles at a time, right, on the Six of Pentacles, just kind of giving little bits and pieces. Three of Pentacles, admiring your work, but we could look at the Three of Pentacles as a card of like looking at quality or focusing on the quality of things that you produce this year. So I feel like a lot of you, this definitely seems like a very detail-oriented year for you if you pick card number 3, and I would definitely focus on the details with these cards here. I would say, I mean, the answer, I could go on and on with this energy, by the way, card number 3. I mean, to me, this right here is like saying, if you have a business, focus on how the business appears. If you are trying to find love, focus on how you appear. It doesn't even have to be your physical appearance. It could just be like how you talk or how you come off, how your personality comes off and all that other stuff. I feel like a lot of you could be focusing on that. Again, we do have Venus retrograde in 2020. So Venus retrograde is never a good time to change your appearance, but at the same time, you know, depending on what your chart is, it could bring up thoughts about your appearance and make you want to change it after Venus goes direct. So, you know, that could definitely happen for some of you with these cards. Next, you have the Page of Swords here and the Four of Pentacles. This is coming up in your challenge position. So I feel like for some of you, this is saying that for some of you, like letting go of someone who's spying on you, or you could be spying on someone else here in love. So I'd say no spying on exes. I know the temptation is there, but if you are looking for, if you are spying on your ex with these cards, I would definitely stop. Four of Pentacles says it's time to let it go. For others, this is saying that there could be like minor financial challenges that come up, or you could be feeling like you need to hold on to your money very tightly. And Page of Swords could just say that there are things that maybe you do not understand about your finances. Again, your solution is very simple. Just learn, right? Just learn as much as you can about your finances. Maybe you're having problems with like your taxes or whatever. This just says a learn. That will, you know, pretty much solve all your issues. For others, this could also just be that you're like holding on to things from your past. This card is a card of like the child, so it could represent very deep wounds, or it could represent, you know, it could represent kind of like trauma from when you were a child, and this could represent like you needing to heal from those traumas, or it could say that some of your problems maybe that you're having in 2020 are basically childhood trauma. So I feel like some of you could be like trying to heal that with those two cards. Next, your outcome for 2020 is the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Again, maybe not such an amazing outcome here, but Six of Pentacles is like you deciding where you want to put your energy. I feel like you're no longer willing to like save people, is what I feel like saying here. Card number 3, people. I feel like it's like you are being very careful where you put your energy with these two cards. It's like you're only giving it to people who want to like give energy back to you, is what I'd say. For others, I feel like saying that you feel like you wasted your time on something. I don't think you did, is what I would say to you. So, but it feels like something that you've been working on. So it feels like either going to school, or it feels like work or business that you've been working in. And I feel like some of you maybe feel like you wasted your time. It could be a person. I feel like you could feel that you wasted your time. But I feel like you need to focus on the Two Cups here. Like I feel like you need to focus on what you do have, not what you don't have with the Three Cups that are spilt over here. For others, this can represent like having too much of something. You always say Five of Cups, it's almost like a card of drinking too much wine. If we drink too much wine and we keep drinking it, then we eventually don't like it, right? So we don't want to drink it anymore. So this could represent kind of like needing to do things in moderation in 2020, or it can say that moderation is kind of like a good thing for you here with these cards. And finally, your advice for 2020, card number 3, is Three of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. This is about looking for permanent situations in your life here, and looking for situations of quality as well. So this could be saying that, like in love, for example, this says that you know what the type of person who isn't going to be permanent is. People always love to leave comments on my videos, like I always say, saying that everybody they date is a player. And I always say, stop dating players. I know thousands of people, and I know plenty of guys specifically that are not players, that are looking to commit to like one person. So clearly it's like, them picking the wrong person. So this says you know what to look out for. You know what red flags exist. You know what quality looks like. So pick situations that are of quality. Pick situations that are going to last. Don't pick things that you know aren't going to last. Like, trust me, I always say, like, yeah, I know like a lot of players out there, they have really great hair. I'm sure they all have a six-pack, tattoos, like everything, right? Nice car. But they also might have a nice car, but they also might live in their mom's basement because all their money is in their car, right? So, we got to weigh our priorities here. I would be very careful of that. For others, I feel like this could be just building something permanent here. So this could have to do with money. And I feel like some of you could be building something financially permanent that kind of leads to a lot of success. So I feel like there's a lot of success for you here as well. But it's going to be focused on quality. I would also say if you are looking to build a business or something, like a job, the Three of Pentacles says teamwork. So I've been saying it all year. Again, all the energy in Capricorn, teamwork is a must. We will become much, much more successful because of teamwork with these cards. But that's at card number 3. So thank you, card number 3. And let's do card number 4. Wow, card number 4. That looks good. Card number 4, you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, money or marriage is what I'd say. I would say, by the way, if you are with someone and you pick number 4, this looks like marriage to me, definitely, is what I would say to you. I feel like you need to open up, is what I'd say here. If you pick card number 4, I feel like there's a need to open up. I feel like there's a need to commit more, or to take a commitment to the next level. But if you are looking to get married, this is marriage for sure. Seven of Pentacles, growth, seeing things growing. Ace of Pentacles, path to marriage. And you also have the Lovers and the Hierophant. We're going to clarify this and see. But I feel like some of you, if you're with someone, definitely could be marriage, could be an engagement as well. For others, just like maybe changing direction in business, but not like necessarily a total change. Like it could be like maybe you don't like your job, maybe you go and get a similar job but just at a different place, and that this says that making that change will lead to the Ace of Pentacles, will lead to a lot more money. For others, you could definitely be kind of changing direction here. Seven of Pentacles says you have learned a lot, and the Ace of Pentacles says you are now stepping off on a new path with what you have learned, and it's going to lead to success. This could be one of those situations where it's like maybe you have a job, maybe you feel like your boss isn't doing a good job, so you start a business based off of the job that you have, and you're going to do a better job, basically. For others, this could be you just noticing more growth in your finances. So I feel like there could just be like more growth coming in for you financially with these two cards, but probably because of some sort of change with the Seven of Pentacles. So it could be a job change, work change. Could also be, it's kind of confusing with the Seven of Pentacles, because Seven of Pentacles could represent things like marketing and business, which could be a change maybe if you haven't done marketing before, and this says that is going to lead to more money. So it doesn't necessarily, the reason Seven of Pentacles is confusing me and confusing in general is because it does say there needs to be a change in direction, but that change in direction doesn't necessarily mean you have to leave something behind with the Seven of Pentacles. It could, but doesn't necessarily mean that. Next, you have in your challenge section, you have the Lovers and the King of Wands. For some of you, it literally could be past love, that maybe a fire sign. So I'd say if you were with a fire sign, this could literally be saying that past love of fire sign, or it could be anyone here that you have been dealing with, is the challenge for you, card number 4. And it could be a person, like I said, that is causing the challenge here. And this could be in love for sure with the Lovers card. For others, this could just be general confusion about choices you need to make. The King of Wands to me represents your head in the clouds, or having your head in the clouds. To me, it's a good card, but To me, when it comes up as a challenge, it could be having your head in the clouds. It could also be not knowing what energies to nurture in your life, not knowing like what energies around you to take care of and to kind of like cultivate as well. The Lovers, again, as a challenge, could say that leaving the past behind could be a challenge. It could also be a challenge for you to pick a path with the Lovers card. These two cards together could also say there could be some like weird, tricky moral situations in your life. The Lovers is a card of morals and like kind of like your moral beliefs. And it could say that maybe you are encountering situations that do not conform to your belief system. This is Neptune and Pisces. I talk about this all the time. Neptune and Pisces comes up in our lives, or we're dealing with Neptune and Pisces right now because it basically brings about change, but it brings up major deep-seated beliefs in our lives. Maybe, the example I always use is like maybe we were raised vegan since we were a baby, but maybe all of a sudden we start feeling like we need to eat meat. It could be the opposite as well. And again, I'm not suggesting this is right or wrong. I'm just giving an example. So for all you angry vegans that always comment, trust me, I'm all about it. Be vegan. I support you. So again, I'm not saying don't be vegan, but I'm just giving an example here. So, I feel like I have to clarify myself like 3 times. So again, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying this could bring up challenges to your deep-seated beliefs. Funny enough, your outcome is the Hierophant here in the Nine of Swords. Yeah. Like I said, maybe some of you are going to be eating meat if you're a vegan. I don't know. Hierophant is like inside the box thinking, but coming up as an outcome, the Hierophant says you could be stepping outside the box. Nine of Swords could also say that you are like sad because you are stepping outside the box or because you are making some sort of change here with the Nine of Swords. For others, this to me would represent like temporary situations. I feel like if you're going through any challenges, Hierophant just says learn, right? It says learn as much as you possibly can, and that will lead to a lot of success for you here, card number 4, people. I also feel that this could be I feel like this could be almost like this could be you getting into situations where you are encountering people who are just very different from your background. I almost get travel here. I don't know, it's such a weird message, but I almost get travel here. I feel like some of you could be traveling. You could be meeting people from a different background, or you could even be finding love here that is like different than your usual type, basically. I do feel like this could be marriage. Nine of Swords, I feel like it's saying don't allow there to be like a breakup, basically. I feel like this is saying that if you try to rush into a relationship here, that could cause a Nine of Swords, like worries, fears, anxieties, depression. But I feel like if you're patient, things will go very well for you. I also feel like there needs to be movement in love. Like I said, I feel like some of you could be getting married with these cards, but I feel like there needs to be, it's like Nine of Swords says the past needs to be let go of. And it's like maybe you are dealing with an ex or something like that here with these last 2 cards. Maybe you don't even want to be connected to this person, but maybe they are still part of your life. Maybe you're married to this person or you're trying to get a divorce or whatever. This is saying like get that moving forward with these cards so you can have true happiness with this Hierophant card. And finally, your advice here, card number 4, is the 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands and 2 of Pentacles. I feel like you need to make a choice here. So again, I'd say in love, if you're trying to choose between 2 people, or you could be like dancing between 2 worlds here in love. Like you could be kind of like trying to divide your time. It's so weird. This is very weird because this does not feel like a third-party situation to me, but to me, there is a focus issue going on here in love. So card number 4, if you are in a relationship, it's either you or the other person, but I feel like you or the other person needs to commit to the current relationship, the good one, and kind of like I feel like the other person, like I said, I feel like it's either you or the other person could be putting your energy in the wrong places. It could be like into other people. Maybe you're not giving your relationship enough attention. Maybe you're not committing. Maybe you're not moving towards it. Maybe the other person isn't. These readings go back and forth, but I feel like there needs to be a commitment here. For others, this is saying you need to make a choice and see it through to the end. The 7 of Wands is a card of conviction. It's a card of like knowing that you know that something is going to work out. The 2 of Pentacles is like juggling, not being sure what to do. I feel like some of you, if you're like trying to make a choice, or if you're thinking about like starting a business or starting a new job or going to school, I feel like this is saying just do it and don't worry about anything else. 7 of Wands wants you to know that things are going to work out on a very, very deep level. And this says if you commit, then you will not go back down the hill. Again, he's like setting up at the top of the hill here. He's defending his position. He will never go back down the hill. So it's like once you have that level of conviction about whatever it is that you're working towards, you will have it. So that's what I feel like you need to do here. But definitely could be marriage for you, number 4, by the way. I feel like things need to be released, though. Yeah, it's like you're ignoring. I feel like saying, I'm clarifying number 4 because I feel like for a lot of you, this is saying, card number 4, it's like saying you're holding on to things from the past, or you're holding on to burdens, too many burdens, and I feel like you need to release those things. 4 Cups is saying, like, you are about to miss out on love. So I feel like for some of you, it's either you or the other person. Again, if it's the other person, there's nothing you can do. For others, this is saying that there are options for you to, like, release these wants, but you just have to do it. I'd say, I almost get, like, 7 of Cups feeling for you, number 4. So if you pick number 4, I almost get, like, 7 of Cups. It's like I've been saying lately, to me, the energy in the chart here, basically, there's a lot of stuff going on that could make things seem important, but they are probably not important at all. So how the hell do we tell what those things are? What I would say to you, number 4, and to everybody else as well, if you're doing things for other people and then ending up disappointed or ending up being very frustrated through the process, then those are the things we need to be cutting out. So if you are having any of those experiences in your life, then I would say cut out the bullshit and cut out the doing things because other people want you to do them. And that's what I would say there. But, all right. Thank you, everybody, again, for being here. Really appreciate it. Thank you for being here on a Saturday night. Really appreciate it. We are going to take some super chats now and questions. So I will try to answer as many people as I possibly can. But super chats will get preference. So let me figure out where the heck I was here, and we will get started. So let me just figure that one out. JC, air kiss for Sandy Rose. Mwah! For you, Sandy Rose. Happy birthday. Miss V, thank you for the super chat as well. You say here, love reading, please. Thank you. You are welcome, and thank you. You have the Hermit here and the Queen of Cups. Change in direction of love. The Hermit is like you having gotten very clear about what you want in love. So it could say that you have just become clear about what you want in love, so now you're moving towards it. Queen of Cups is like a change in direction in love. So so I like the Queen of Cups. It says that you could be finding love, you could be meeting someone. It could be anything like that. So yeah, that's what I would say there for you here. Yeah, 5 of Swords. Miss V, I feel like you're feeling like single, maybe alone, but I feel like you need to get out there. This does say don't give up. 5 of Swords is a don't give up card to me. By the way, so I would say don't give up. I feel like you need to like get out there. Magician, you can have whatever you want. Yeah, even that first card, like I said, the Hermit says like you need to pretty much focus on exactly the type of person you want in your life. And sorry, I have the hiccups now, but you need to focus on exactly what type of person you want in your life, and you will have it. So I feel like you need to focus is what I would say to you there. But yeah, that looks very, very good. Andrea, thank you for the donation, by the way, Andrea. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the support. All right, let me fix one thing here, people. All right, perfect. All right, I think I'm all caught up tonight. So if anybody has a question, pop your question in down below. If not, I'm going to go make a big fat steak since I was talking about vegans, right? So I probably just pissed off half the people that watch me, but that's all right. Sorry, vegans. I'm not a vegan. All right. I actually don't see any questions. so maybe we will cut this off. I don't know. I'm going to give people like 2 more minutes to get questions in. Paula, hello. Thank you, by the way. You say, can I ask if the ex is getting married? Can I ask if my ex is getting married soon with someone in 2020? No, I feel like they're single is what I'd say. Yeah, I would say no, but no spying, Paula. But I would say no. Simply Subliminals, career change. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Change in career, job dealing with spirituality. I would say definitely yes. 5 of Cups says you need to move away from things that make you sad. 4 of Wands is committing to freedom. So I would say yes. King of Pentacles, yes, definitely. So, yes. Hymnomancy, hello. You say, is my crush interested in me? It's like you don't know. Confusion. Knight of Cups. I feel like there's like a knight in shining armor coming in for you here. So it could be your crush, but I almost feel like your crush is confused, is what I feel like saying with that King of Wands. So I would say, I'm not saying that they're not interested, but I don't like the King of Wands for these types of situations, just because there's like no movement necessarily on this card, and there can be confusion sometimes, which is what I feel. The King of Cups, I feel like is someone different, so I do feel like there's love coming in for you, and it's probably just going to like charge into your life like that. So that's what I'd say there. Cynthia, thank you for the super chat. You say, how do you feel about the pick on Ten of Swords? Moving on. I don't like that. Four of Cups, nothing, like no feelings almost with the Four of Cups here is what I'd say to you, Cynthia, if I'm being honest. Four of Cups is like ignoring something almost is what I'd say to you. It's called apathy, like no feelings, basically. Stacy Randall, thank you for the super chat. Will I find love in 2020? Yeah, very attractive at this time, Stacy. So I would say yes, for sure. I feel like there's definitely love coming in for you. I'd get out there, no doubt about it. Cynthia, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Love card for the rest of the year. Ace of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Being too closed off. I feel like you need to get out there. Ace of Pentacles says you need to go on the journey to find love. Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. But Five of Pentacles, as I always say, Five of Pentacles to me is a card of sanctuary. To me, the church is on the card, right? And it says you could easily go inside the church, which could be like dating, meeting new people, pretty much anything. Seven of Wands, needing to open up for more love. Yeah, Justice, you, Cynthia, showing up here in the reading. Six of Cups, needing to move on to someone new. But Six of Cups, finding a soulmate. So I would get out there, Cynthia, is what I'd say to you. Christina, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. How will tomorrow go? Any messages from Matt the Aries? Page of Wands, I would say yes. So, yes, I feel like it will go well, is what I'd say to you. Ace of Cups, love offer. So, could be him, could be another fire sign, but I feel like there will be love coming in for you. Ash, card for you. You have the Hermit in you right here. So, this is you showing up in this reading. I feel like you have found some inner guidance, some inner clarity with this star card here. I feel like you need to let something out here. I feel like that star on this Hermit card, you're not going to be able to see it on this camera that I have, but basically it looks like the star is in jail. So I feel like it's like there's something that you need to let out into the world. I feel like there's something you need to let shine with this card, and I feel like this is you. So I feel like you need to like let something out with those cards. PLW22, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, will I have fun at my Christmas party tonight? Do you have the Three of Swords? I would say yes. The Three of Swords just says, like, it can be a card of sadness, but you have the World. So I would say yes, World is opening up to other people. I would just focus on having fun. I feel like you will. Nicole Long, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, card for the week, please. Any love? Eight of Swords, Three of Wands. I feel like you are like waiting for something in love. So I would say it's time to set yourself free. Eight of Swords says you are keeping yourself trapped. It's a card of restriction, keeping yourself restricted for no reason. So I feel like you need to set yourself free here with the Eight of Swords and get out there. Three of Wands says there never will be a perfect moment. I feel like you need to take the lead this week. Two of Wands says you need to reach forward and grab on to opportunities in your life. So that's what I'd say here with the Two of Wands. PLW, you super chatted twice, I think, by accident, but let me know if you have another question. Cynthia's G mad at you. I would say no. You have the Temperance card, which says things will change. Yeah, I feel like you will hear news, but I would say no. Those are not cards of anger. Brandy, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Cards for you feeling off lately. Brandy, Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, fortune after difficulty, and happiness. So I feel like there will be a turnaround for you, Brandy. This could represent like needing to find love. For I always say don't allow love to control your happiness. Number one. So let's get that out of the way. But I feel like this could represent like other people helping you or supporting you in some way. But that looks really good. Candy, hello. Thank you for the super chat, as always. Really appreciate it. I remember being born. Always have. Why do I? Not many people do they? It has bothered me forever. I would say, yeah, I don't remember being born at all. But you have the moon, needing to trust your intuition. The devil, this could be like a karmic thing for you here. Strength, yeah. Definitely could be like about karma. Or, have some sort of ties to like a past life, basically, is what's popping into my head here. Candy, and that's probably like why you remember. Or I feel like that's why you remember, basically. And so I feel like this is saying that it's more of like a karmic thing. I'm not really sure what the message I'm getting is, though. I feel like maybe it's saying, like, trust your intuition. I think people that remember being born are usually very intuitive. The Devil card, I feel like it's talking about past ties to a past life. So, again, I feel like that's why. Strength card, needing to be strong about it. Yeah, all these cards, look at all of them, intuition. The High Priestess, so needing to trust your intuition here. Yeah, the Star, intuition, needing to move towards something. And so I feel like it's like, I feel like saying a straight line. So it's like, literally, I feel like, you were like incarnated, then you popped out, right? You remember being born, and it's like you're just continuing on from a past life. And it's like one journey, not like different things. Like, I feel like most people maybe, like when they reincarnate, like every single time we're here to learn something different here, Candy. But maybe for you, maybe you're not doing something different, and maybe that's a good thing. Like maybe you're going from one life to the next, and it's like you're kind of like working on the same journey is what I feel with these cards. I don't know. I like it. So that looks pretty good. Simply Subliminals, hold on. Cynthia, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, will the claim be approved? This looks like delays to me, if I'm being honest with you, Cynthia. With these cards, 2 of Swords, no decision being made here. I feel like something will change. 6 of Swords. But there could be delays. I hate to say that, but there could be delays, or there could be things that are kind of like preventing it from moving forward, I feel. I do feel like it'll change with that 6 of Swords. Simply Subliminals, new love. You have the Chariot and the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, Chariot says you are in control of your destiny. So it says get out there and meet new people. Take control of your life. 3 of Pentacles says put the work in. So, yes. Not for you to know. Hello. Love it. You say here, general card for Libra, please. And thank you, by the way. Really appreciate it. And you have the Queen of Swords and 6 of Wands. A lot of attention. Every single time I read for a Libra, every single time, they get the 6 of Wands or the 9 of Wands. Both cards for these here are cards of attention. I mean, this card to me is a card of attention and achievement and recognition. So it says you need to stand out. Queen of Swords is not wanting to stand out. Queen of Swords is like not wanting to step into the limelight. I feel like there's a need for you to get attention in some area of your life where you are hoping for improvements, whether it's love, money, business, spirituality, health, pretty much anything. But 6 of Wands is like saying there will be success, but I feel like you need to get attention in some area of your life. Yeah, could be love for you. This could also just represent having a choice to make to get attention on something. And so that's what I'd say to you. But I like it. Not for you to know. Thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I feel like there's like success coming for you. Could be for love. So it looks really good. Lenice, hello. Thank you for the super chat. I feel like your trip will be very straightforward, is what I'd say. The Ace of Swords is like saying it's just going to be very, typical, or it's going to be what you expect it to be, basically. So I feel like it's just going to be what you expect it to be here with this card, which is a good thing. It's good. Everything is going to go according to plan. 6 of Pentacles, like I said, 6 of Pentacles to me is like one of those cards where it's like, it says that maybe you could do more. So don't regret not doing more. Basically, like, I travel with my brother a lot, or when we travel, I should say, not a lot, but enough. Then my brother and I travel, and what we do sometimes when we travel is we just spend the whole time in the hotel room watching the Food Network. We don't really like do anything, right? So this says don't do that. Make sure to get out, experience things, and have good experiences and all that other stuff. So that's what I would say to you there. Cynthia, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it, as always. General energies for upcoming week. Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands, releasing burdens. So I feel like you are kind of like releasing burdens and difficulties here with these cards. I feel like you're putting down like heavy weights as well here, Cynthia. So I definitely like to see that. I also feel like there could be like improvements like work-wise or business-wise with those cards, is what I would say to you. Where is Jake? Ooh, that is a mystery, right? Who knows where Jake is? Nobody knows. Stacy, does Toby have my best interests in mind? 2 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. I would say yes for the most part. So yes is what I'd say to you. Knight of Pentacles, very stable, steady, straightforward type energy. Joni, may I have a card for 2020? You have the 9 of Wands. I feel like you need to try to stand out, as always, but also don't give up on things that you're working on with this card. Simply Subliminals, you say relationship with 3 new roommates, new friends. Wheel of Fortune, I would say yes. Wheel of Fortune is like luck, happiness, positive energy. 7 of Cups, of course, there will be differences. There will be differences of opinion and things like that. But yeah, 9 of Cups, overall satisfaction. So I feel like things will be fine for you. Typical, normal. JC, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Made a mistake at work. Mistake at work on Friday. Is job okay? Page of Cups. Yes, is what I would say to you. And the Five of Wands. I would say yes. Five of Wands, like feeling conflict, blah, blah, blah. Right? But yeah, Knight of Wands. I wouldn't even worry about it, is what I'd say to you. So, yes. Simply Subliminals, thank you so much for the super chat. You say collective and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you to Simply Subliminals. We are doing a collective for everyone here. So we are doing a special collective reading. But let's see what we have for the collective. So let's get this collective reading going for everyone. And this is for everyone here in the collective. I'm going to timestamp it as well. Why not? For everyone here in the collective, we have the Magician and the Ace of Swords. This is extremely positive, by the way. Very, very positive. So this is a very positive collective reading, is what I'd say to you. But I feel like for a lot of you, there could be just more success coming in with these cards. Definitely some sort of major new beginning coming in for a lot of people as well. So I feel like for a lot of people here, that you could have like some major new beginnings, or there could be some major improvements coming in for a lot of you. I also feel like the Ace of Swords is talking about being very clear on your vision. It's kind of weird. You have the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands here, collective. So both cards are like, the Three of Wands is a card of foresight, looking into the future. The Two of Wands is a card of being a leader, but also kind of like looking into the future as well. So I feel like a lot of you need to trust your future vision, and I feel like you need to manifest it here with the Magician. For others, I feel like this is saying, just get started. There is a victory for you. So I feel like whether it's a business, a relationship, whatever it is you want, the Magician, I feel like is saying, stop putzing around, right? It's time for you to commit to something and make it happen. Six of Wands, Chariot, victory. But it's like you have to not wait for the perfect moment. So for the collective, again, Three of Wands, Six of Wands. It's like saying, stop waiting for things to be perfect for you to get involved in a situation. Just take the leap of faith. Make it happen. Six of Wands says, yes, you will be picking up burdens. I always say, Six of Wands to me is a very, very good card, but there is no doubt that the Six of Wands represents kind of having a cross to bear, going through some challenges or difficulties, or needing to deal with certain things that maybe you don't want to deal with. This guy has gone off to war. He is coming back from war. So yeah, he is successful, but he also lost people in the war. So that's what it represents in your personal life. It says like, yeah, there might be things that you have to deal with if you take some sort of leap of faith with the Three of Wands, if you stop waiting for the perfect moment, but it will be totally worth it. So I feel like some of you just need to move towards something here. It could be a business, a relationship, could be anything, right? Marriage, could be anything. But I feel like you need to kind of like take a leap of faith here. I also feel like trusting your intuition, and again, trusting your future vision with that Three of Wands is going to lead to a lot of success. And obviously, Two of Wands and the Chariot. This literally says, if you take the lead on something you want, if you grab hold of that front wand, and the Chariot, if you assert your will, if you take control of this Chariot, you will be very successful. So I feel like a lot of you just need to take control of your life, or just take control of the things that you want to happen. It's really funny because, and here you go. Look, other people, like I said earlier in the reading, I literally said it's like a Seven of Cups here, right? I said earlier that to me, there's too much Seven of Cups energy, which is like thinking certain things are important that are not important. Like this could be like, maybe you want to get into a relationship with someone, and maybe you're worried about what other people will think, and that's like preventing you from getting into a relationship. Not important. Maybe you want to start a business and you're worried about what your mom will think. Not important, right? I feel like this is saying, don't worry about anybody else. Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about what people will say, because if you do, it's going to ruin whatever it is you're working towards, is what I feel here in this collective reading. So all the cards are saying, just do it, is what I'd say to you. So like I've been saying all year, just do it here for the collective. But that looks amazing. So thank you again, Simply Subliminals. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Neptune, thank you for the super chat, by the way. You say, I just left my job yesterday. Cards for the next move. Queen of Cups, the Two Cups. I feel like you'll find something very quickly with these cards. So I would just get to looking for a new job. I feel like you will find something very, very fast as well. Yeah, Ten of Cups, fortune after difficulty. So that's what I would say to you. Jacqueline, no, Jacqueline, I might have said that, but I would say no, because like I said, I don't believe in telling people that they're going to be single for an entire year. We can have love whenever we want it. We make the choice for love. And, you know, the cards do not make a choice for you in love. Tango Tango, I'm a Pisces. Will my Aries and I reconcile before Christmas? Hierophant, Knight of Pentacles, no, is what I'd say here. Hierophant is a card of marriage, but to me, the Hierophant in this situation is just talking about too many differences in the situation. Knight of Pentacles is like too much of a cautious energy. Yeah, you have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like it's time for you to like move on to something new here. Empress, yeah, I feel like you're very attractive at this time. Yeah, Justice. I feel like you need to put energy into situations where the other person is putting energy into you. Trust me, I'm a Pisces. I know how hard breakups are for Pisces in the first place, but you know, what I would say here is, no, I feel like you need to move on to something new here with these cards. Yeah, it's like you need to find someone who's willing to put in the same amount of work with you. You know, like I always say, I'm not one of those readers. I don't like doing X readings. I don't like talking about X's in readings. To me, it's like, you know, everybody has free will. This is the problem with X readings in the first place. You know, this is why I always go off about X's, because it's like what people don't realize. It's like your X has free will as well. It's like, you know, everybody always wants their X back, but maybe you're, you know, I think the hard truth is, and, you know, this is tough love with Chris here, by the way, but the harsh truth is maybe your ex doesn't want you back, and this goes for everybody, not just you, right? And it's like we need to realize that. We need to face that truth, and I feel like these X readings that everybody does, again, I'm not throwing shade at other readers. I get it. Trust me, it makes money, I'm sure, you know, but what I'm saying here is like sometimes they don't want you back, and you know, I feel like these readings kind of ignore that fact, and that's what I'd say to you. I feel like you're very attractive at this time. I feel like you need to get out there and date. Yeah, probably another water sign, probably a water sign coming in for you. Water is much better for Pisces this year anyway, and into 2020, and I feel like you'll be very happy. So I feel like someone's coming in for you in the next 6 months. So that's what I'd say to you. All right. Let's see. Let's see here. Yanni, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Yanni, you have the Five of Swords. Don't give up the world. I feel like you're like closing up. I feel like you're closing cycles here, is what I would say to you, Yanni. I feel like you're like letting go of things with these cards here. Yeah, I feel like you're like setting yourself free with this card, is what I would say to you. Bella, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, love card, please. Bella, you have the High Priestess. I feel like you need to take action on love, the Star. I feel like you need to like put energy into, you know, I feel like you need to put energy into love with the Star card here. Yeah, very attractive at this time. But I feel like you're almost, like, I feel like you are like waiting for something here. Nine of Wands, wanting to give up. I would say don't give up on love. The Nine of Wands is definitely kind of like a card of dating. Not really, but Nine of Wands to me is a card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a turnaround for you in love. So I think there's a lot of like attraction and success coming in for you, is what I'd say to you. But that's that. Yeah, Tango. Sorry, Tango. By the way, sorry for the ouch. I know, like I said, I know it hurts, but you know what? Like I said, I am happy to be that guy that tells people the truth and doesn't just blow rainbows and unicorns up people's asses, like I said. So I know it hurts, trust me, but like I feel like the sooner you go through the hurt, the better, because it just allows you to move on so much faster. LFS Ninja, I should say Ninja, thank you for the super chat. You have the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords. I feel like you need to like get out of your head for some reason. That's not what these cards mean, Ninja, but that's what's popping into my head with these two cards. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, like wanting a change here. Tower, yeah, it's like wanting some sort of change. How weird is that? I said that on this card. And then the Tower comes up. Yeah, definitely wanting something new. Three of Cups. I feel like networking, I feel like would be a good idea for you, especially in work. I feel like kind of like allowing people to help you in work or business, or kind of like allowing people to, you know, offer you assistance, or, you know, whatever the case may be. I feel like that would be a really good idea for you. I feel like that could lead to like a lot more abundance. So I feel like you need to like lean on other people, is what I'd say to you with the Three of Cups. So I hope that makes sense. All right, I will answer like a couple more questions. So if you have a question, pop them in down below. I'll be happy to answer them. Oh, ROI King, I think you asked for a card. You have the Judgment card. I feel like you're going through a rebirth, by the way. So I feel like there is like some sort of rebirth coming in for you here with the Judgment card, finding your inner light. So I like that. That looks good. JC, that would be new, wouldn't it? Thank you, Ninja. Really appreciate it. Mark, thank you, Mark. Mark, you have the Six of Cups. Who's coming back from your past? Just kidding. Just kidding. Mark, thank you. Raymond, thank you for the super chat. Feel free to pop your question down below. Becca, you say here, would moving to another state to start over? I would say yes to you right away. Becca, I really didn't even need to pull a card because to me, the astrology just in general is very, very positive for making that type of change over the next few years. So I would say yes, definitely. I feel like it would be a good idea for you. Kathleen, I would say, I feel like you need to be patient, but I would say no. Five of Cups, still being sad about this. So I'd say no if I'm being honest with you. David, you have the Devil, let go of toxic energy. Yeah, you have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're moving towards more kind of like stability, basically. Nini, you have the Four Wands. I feel like you're either heading towards marriage or more freedom and celebrations and happiness in your life, Nini. So I feel like there's like good stuff coming in for you here. And welcome, by the way. But good stuff with the Four Wands. Mimi, you say, will I get the call I'm waiting for this week? Maybe, no, I don't like this card because Ace of Wands, the Emperor to me is like a card that can represent no contact to me. So I would say maybe not. You do have the Ace of Wands though, which is a passionate new beginning. So I'd say maybe it's like the end of the week or something like that. The Emperor says like, also, the Emperor would say that things are going according to plan. So, you know, again, if there is a plan, then that's what I would say there. I got Nini right. Mispa, I feel like saying Mispa. I feel like saying just sell it, you know? Like, who cares, you know? Like, start over in life. I feel like sometimes we hold on to things when we could be, you know, if we let go of things, we could be moving on to something so much greater that we don't even realize. So that's what I feel like saying to you. Pisces living her best life, thank you. Did Raymond ever type in his question? I don't even see it. Maybe not. Pisces living her best life, thank you for the super chat. Card for finances. You have the Three of Swords here and the Knight of Swords. I'd say no rushing to judgment. Three of Swords is easily avoided. So Three of Swords says no ridiculous purchases, no wasting money, things like that as well, as far as your money is concerned. Yeah, Seven of Cups. Definitely, I feel like Pisces needs to focus this next year, in 2020, on finances. Basically, no, you know, and yeah, needs to focus on things that are grounded in reality, basically. So the King of Pentacles says focus on things that are going to be permanent as far as money is concerned. So no get rich quick schemes, things like that. But King of Pentacles, stable money, maybe not very exciting, but definitely probably not bad either with that card is what I'd say to you. Nor, hello. You have the Eight of Cups in career, probably moving on to something that serves you better is what I'd say to you, Nor. Lincia, will I get the building? I would say yes if you want to. You have the Nine of Cups, which is like getting something you wish for, getting something you want. HBNL, whatever your name is, you say, if I continue real estate work, is it right? I would say yes, Six of Swords. I feel like things are going to build up for you, as in, like, you're building momentum with this card. Dorothea, you have the Ten of Wands, releasing burdens. I feel like you need to open up in 2020, but definitely releasing burdens. Sir Draco, do you think I'm okay where I'm at? I would say yes. Four of Swords, recovery, good things coming in for you. So yes is what I would say to you. For sure. I think you are doing well. Candy, you have the Knight of Cups, so I feel like it could be love if you're looking for love, but it could also just be kind of like happiness or good things coming in for you. Could be you focusing on your dream life as well, like working towards your dreams. Just Cecilia, thank you again for being here. You said card for me. You have the Hermit. This is about finding an inner answer or finding your inner light. So I feel like you could be finding like a lot of clarity. It's a card of like needing to face things that you don't necessarily want to face, but ultimately you will find success there is what I would say to you. Lincia, I just answered your question. Gareth, thank you for being here. When will things ever change? It's supposed to be the best year for Saggies. It's been the worst for me. You have the Ace of Pentacles, turnaround. And Ace of Pentacles is about, yeah, look, you have the Five of Pentacles. You had this the other night, I swear. Because I said to you, Five of Pentacles to me is a card of sanctuary. It says there is a place of sanctuary for you. The problem is knowing where that place is. It could be like through education, learning more about how to make more money. It could be other people, getting help. It could be like pretty much anything. So it is hard to say with the Five of Pentacles. But the Ace of Pentacles is like needing to do something. Yeah, needing to do something that could be like look like a journey with the Ace of Pentacles. You know, it's the hero's journey, the ups and downs of a challenge. The Fool says just take some sort of leap of faith. You will be successful. Yeah, you have the King of Swords, needing to trust your guidance, but like more like needing to trust your inner wisdom is what I'd say to you. Raymond, felt like I got justice last night for new admirer. And Cynthia, can you pull some cards for last night? Thank you, Raymond. You have the Ten of Pentacles and change. Definitely a change with the Death card. Ten of Pentacles is your missing puzzle piece in love. So I feel like this could be love here for you, Raymond, for sure. Yeah, I feel like you need to be patient. I told you this before. Don't rush this situation, but that looks really good. Lena, you say, what is going on with business and life? You have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like things are improving, is what I would say to you here, for sure. Yeah, the Page of Swords says, be curious. This says, like, learn more about whatever it is that you're doing. Gareth, I definitely know that you have... Gareth, yeah, Two of Swords here, Gareth, Hangman. This is about, like, needing to see things from another point of view here, Gareth, is what I'd say to you. So I feel like more research is what I would say to you, or more learning, basically. Yeah, Ace of Cups. I feel like things are going to improve for you, is what I'd say. So I do feel like there will be improvements. So that's... Is someone calling me the wrong name? I'm not sure. But who knows? People always call me Mark. Why is that? Do I look like a Mark? I don't think so. I don't think I look like a Mark. But all right, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it as always. I will be back tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So don't miss it, because tomorrow I just spit all over the place. But tomorrow night is Chris's Crappy Astrology, so make sure to come back. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Really appreciate it. And have a good night.